Just
Me and Josh in the radio, bro.
out, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get it out,
I didn't know if it was gonna be like elongated or if it was all
no,
gonna.
you good, you good. I'm about to.
I can come back on again if you.
LIE at downtowngreatfalls.net or call 453-6151. Again, I want to thank you all for listening. I mean, y'all, if y'all hear this long, then y'all already know where I'm going with this programming. I'm about to throw in that curveball track. Like I said, I got a curveball track. For the most part, it's been country, but I might switch it up here next month. But for now, we're going to continue on with this country vibe. And we're going to keep it going with Mr. Jason Aldean with Tonight Looks Good on You. Now, I don't know who Tonight Looks Good on, but hey, right now I'm looking pretty good. You know, I just want to let you know I'm looking all right. I feel good. You know, I smell good. I'm in good company, and that's how you want to be. But again, this is Jason Aldean with Tonight Looks Good on You. All right, that was our third quarter of music, and we started that thing off right with the Darkest Hour Levies, and no matter of fact, no, we started that off with Circles, Mr. Post Malone, and we followed that up with what was that? These names are so crazy. Feeling Good with AVICII. So you just if you want to look for that song, it's AVICII. Because I got a pronunciation problem tonight. All right, Young Guns with China, The Messenger. And that was that final one collaborating that last third quarter. But with that being said, I got a good friend of mine. He just so happened to show up. I was taken back when he said, "Hey, I'm outside." I'm like, "Okay, all right, okay." I mean, we normally don't do this. And I gave him the provisions. I said, hey, dude, you know, if anything goes wrong, I'm going to have to uppercut you tonight. But I got a good friend of mine, Mr. James Dilg from Los Angeles, California.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Good evening, Great Falls.
All right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that he's here because he is part of why I'm here. You know what I mean? Me and him have developed a relationship over the last couple of years where he's been able to give me insight on how to develop as a filmmaker, because that's where I came from. He was more of a videographer when it came to creating videos and doing music videos and such, and I was more of like the storyteller. So, but before, you know, because I want to focus on Mr. James here, I'm going to ask you a few questions, James, all right? And then I just want you to ramble off what you think is important for the listeners to know. So, where are you from? When did you start your creative journey, and where do you expect it to go?
All right, yeah. What's good, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. So I was originally born in New York, in Long Island, New York, but I was born in New York, but I grew up in Florida.
Okay.
So through like elementary school and grade school and high school, I grew up in Melbourne, Florida. It's only about an hour away from Orlando. It's over on the East Coast. I lived there for like 17 years, but then back in like 2013, I had moved out to Montana. Old roommate of mine had, you know, met Josh working, and you know, a series of events that happened had led us to, you know, become friends and collaborate on a number of different short films and music videos, and you know, just various projects and stuff over time. And so, yeah, man, I was living out in Great Falls for about 6 years or so, just kind of focusing on my craft, becoming a filmmaker. I always had a background in music, you know, through like grade school and high school and a number of different places that I was at. You know, I always had a musical background. My dad was a musician as well as an artist and stuff. And then what was the other question? Where do I?
Yeah. What do you expect your current development process to go from? You know, where you at now, where do you expect it to go? Because you got to have a vision. That's how I look at it. I mean, to me, everyone has to have an end goal. Before you even dream up anything in your head, no matter how far-fetched it may seem to the general public, where do you expect it to go?
Yeah, so, I mean, like I was saying, during my time of being out in Montana from 2013 to 2019, I was primarily focused on, like, filmmaking and doing, like, music videos and short films and other stuff. But aside from that, I'm also a musician. I've been playing guitar for a long time. When I was doing like orchestra through like growing up and stuff like that. And so right now I'm really focused more on the music respect of things, creating original music, just networking out. I'm really active in LA. I go out a lot. I go to a lot of different functions. I meet a lot of different people. But basically, all my intention is to basically send a positive message to people through music and film, basically through those two mediums. So be it a music video, a short film, an album, an EP, a song, a music video. I just wanna put a good message out into the air for people to know that, like, even though, you know, there might be a lot of hardships or there might be a lot of craziness of, you know, stuff that might occur over time or in somebody's life, just know that if you continue to move forward and enjoy life and do stuff, that, you know, music and film can help to not only learn things, but just to be able to enjoy life and enjoy the moments and, you know, enjoy having a good time and stuff. So
cool. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I really like that message. I mean, it's just enjoying life, enjoying your portion, you know, and your contribution to life. That's what I appreciate the most about what James just said. But before we go, because I mean, again, we got a show that we're running here, and I appreciate you coming in and, you know, you blessing us with the perspective that you have. Now, give me one last note before you go, because I know you got a whole ton of things that you have to do.
Oh, so many.
Who is the biggest star that you met in LA, and how was that experience? I mean, how did that unfold?
Oh man, so that's a pretty tough one, but I think as of right now, I'd probably have to say Quentin Tarantino.
All right.
Back in I believe it was the end of 2019, I had wound up at the Academy Awards.
Wow.
And basically after, you know, linking up with a number of different people, I mean that night, you know, Billie Eilish had done a cover of one of the Beatles songs, which was amazing, and being able to experience that. And then that was at the time, that was when the Todd Phillips Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie came out, and he gave his speech for best male per it was something or other, but the speech was really dope. But anyway, Quentin Tarantino, his just like growing up, him just being a huge influence through the films and stuff that he had done, it was just really cool to be able to interact with him. He was in a good mood because I'm pretty sure that Brad Pitt had won Best Supporting for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the movie with him and Leo and stuff. And so it was just really dope, man, because it's like I you know, you sit at home and you see these images on a screen, but then when you meet the person, man, who put, you know, countless of hours, you know, dedication and hard work and sleepless nights into their craft to deliver these amazing, you know, pieces of art, film and stuff. It's just incredible to, you know, be able to share a brief moment with someone of that nature. So but I mean this is just the beginning. So there's gonna be a lot more to come. I got a lot of great stuff I'll be able to bring to the public. So man.
You like good music, you know what I mean? Because just one genre of music, that might get exhausting. I've tried it. It's very tiring. But again, let's get back into this question from the social media. I said, how many jobs does it take for a family or individual to feel comfortable in today's economy? And to get back to Mrs. Nanina, what she said, she commented on my post. She said, absolutely. One source of income is too close to none. Which is true. I mean, especially when you got needs today, you know what I mean? Everybody got needs. It ain't just a new car. It ain't just a new house. It ain't just a new outfit. It's just sustainability. Just can I sustain with everything that I need? Because I need enough food in my fridge. I need enough, you know, money in my pocket. I need to have things to feel good as an individual. And that was a good response. I appreciate her for that. Again, I'm going to message her tonight or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll get to her. So the last question, or response was from Mr. Greg Hickory II. He said 2 jobs and a side hustle at the least for a household, which is true. You know, again, it all depends on your situation. You know what I mean? And it definitely depends on your pay. I mean, in today's economy, I can tell you right now, working my part-time job, I've been offered at least a dozen jobs since I've worked there. A dozen. And that's no kidding. A dozen people have come up to me like, hey, we're hiring. I'm like, dude, I already got a job. You see me working. You see me, I'm bagging your groceries right now, sir. What do you want me to do? Just stop? You know what I mean? So people got to understand that if someone is working, it's because they want to be working. And if they want to pursue greater or more, they will do that. So just, you know, again, this is no shade to those that offer me jobs, and I appreciate the offer. And I'm actually thankful that you even recognize me as someone that could be a part of your union or job group. But right now, I'm kind of good. I like to sustain what I have, and I don't want to change up too quickly because that's when more mistakes happen than most. But again, I want to thank you all for responding to that post. Again, I have gotten no text messages from this movie yet, and I'm a little, I mean, by now I thought I would have gotten one, but I'm going to play it 2 more times before I go into this 4th quarter. So hopefully someone out there listening in Great Falls, Montana, or Montana at all can know this film. I mean, it's not a Western. It's not a, well, it is a drama. It's a crime drama, if that helps you. It's a crime drama. In fact, let me see. Let me give you, because I know, you know, some people just need a little bit of help, you know, to need a little kickstart. Let me see what we got going on. All right. Okay. Now, I'm Googling it right now, so I'm talking. I'm kind of humming over what it is. All right. Oh, it says an ambitious immigrant fights to protect his business and family. That's what the one-liners say. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna click on it and see if they got any more to say about that movie, because that's not good enough. I mean, if you think about it. Okay, it says, no, okay, here it is. This is the full sentence. It says, in New York City in 1981, an ambitious immigrant fights to protect his business and family during the most dangerous year in the city's history. That's all I can give you. I can't give you any more when it comes to this film. And again, like I said, next month, I got some t-shirts getting printed up. I got one getting done right now. I might post it on social media so you can know what it looks like, so you can decide whether or not you want to call in and tell me whether or not you want it or not, or you want to play along with me. But again, I'm going to get back to this film, but I'm going to read that one more time. In New York City in 1981, an ambitious immigrant fights to protect his business and family during the most dangerous year in the city's history. That's all I can give you. I can't give you any more, and that's just what it is. So we're going to go ahead and get into this 4th quarter, but with that being said, I told y'all those are the key words. KGPR is supported by Montana Farmers Union, working and advocating for families, farms, ranches, producers-owned co-ops, and rural communities across the state. For membership information or further details, find them at MontanaFarmersUnion.com. Again, that is MontanaFarmersUnion.com. So with that being said, I'm going to get right into this 4th quarter with no delay. I want to thank you all for listening. I'm not done yet. I still got a few more songs to go. I actually got a lot more time than I actually thought I was going to have, because I've been talking so quickly tonight. But I'm going to go back to Mr. James Dilg, which is still here with me. And I'm going to let him tune in on what he thinks. What he thinks about music right now and the direction of music. All right, Mr. James, what do you think about music and the direction of music? Do you think it's going in a positive direction? Do you think we're evolving as a musical community, or do you think, you know, that we need some work to do? What do you think?
I mean, I'd probably say that it's a little bit of both right now. I mean, it's kind of a crazy time. I was just commenting. We were up pretty late last night because Drake had just dropped his new album and stuff, and I just thought it was crazy. The intro track off of the album, it sampled the Beatles, and it was crazy, man, because so a little history, my mom actually went to Woodstock, and so growing up, the Beatles were just a huge influence when I first started to get into music and learn and play the guitar and everything like that. They were a huge influence, and so, I mean, there's definitely a lot of kind of like boasting and bragging and negative talking in music, but at the same time there's also a lot of uplifting stuff. So I'm in tune with like certain kinds of music, but I mean at the same time there's also a lot of stuff like I just kind of stick to myself and the stuff that I'm making, or I'm just selective with the stuff that I listen to. So to answer your question, Josh, I'd probably say it's about 50-50 as far as like it being uplifting and everything like that, but then at the same time there's also a lot of you know, trash talking and you know things along those lines. It just seems like when it comes out to like the media and the blogs and you know, Instagram and the reposts and everything like that, it's just like, oh, such and such has something negative to say about so and so, and it's like that will get a cajillion more views than like, oh, this person's making positive music with a good message and stuff like that. So you know, it's just kind of a you know, half and half sort of thing. I think right now.
I definitely totally agree. It's definitely hit or miss when it comes to music. I mean, and it ultimately comes down to your morals and values. I mean, what you think is the right thing for you to listen to, and then you got to consider if you're a family man or a family woman that has children. Is that something that you want them to listen to? Is that something that you want them to see? You know, because I mean, obviously, I'm definitely active on social media, and I see a lot of what especially known artists post, and I'm like, oh man, you know, like such and such said this about this person's record, or such and such said this about this person's video, you know, or this person's picture, or whatever the case may have been, or this person's album cover. And you know, there's always going to be questions that a person is going to ask when they see certain things, because again, we're the general public, we want to know, you know, so you can't just leave us in the dark just because you're just this such a creative person that, oh, I'm creative. I can't explain my creative process. Yes, you can. You have to. You know, if it's going out into the public ear and we're hearing it and we're seeing it, we have to know what it is that you're doing. And that's exactly why I posed that question, because a lot of the things that we see, sometimes we just don't understand. You know, so, but again, I want to give you some closing notes, because again, I don't want to cut you off. I know you're here visiting out of town. I know you got a lot of things going on for tonight and obviously throughout the week. But is there any closing remarks that you want to give to the general public?
Yeah, man, I just want to say I think it's really dope that, you know, the MPR radio has been doing what they do for a long time. You know, I've been in tune with it since, because one of my good friends, Athen Bretz, who I went to high school with, and, you know, we were close homies. You know, we still are and stuff, but when I had first came out to Great Falls, you know, we had gotten into a lot of stuff as far as like doing music and different stuff, and he was the first one that told me about MPR. And so I just want to say I think it's really great that, you know, the people of the community seem to, you know, kind of think highly of each other as far as Great Falls and just kind of Montana in general and everything like that. And I think music is kind of going into sort of a good space, especially on like kind of more on like the alternative rock side of things and stuff like that. It's guitar driven music has just really become popular again, or is kind of on the brink thereof, you know, sort of stuff. And so I just think that it's really great, you know, what the community kind of has to offer for each other and everything like that. So yeah, man. Certainly, man, definitely. Like I said, I want to thank Mr. James Dilg for popping in on me tonight. It was totally unexpected, but I definitely welcome my friends here to the studio, because I mean, we want to let you all know that we serve you, you know, obviously not just because we're a non-profit organization and that, you know, we're here in Great Falls, but because, you know, we care, you know what I mean? And we're out here, we're doing what we do. We love music just as much as you do, and we want to show that appreciation by obviously broadcasting good music and bringing local talent and you know, musicians and I'll call them native sons back to Great Falls, Montana. Yeah. So, but again, with that being said, KGPR Great Falls programming is brought to you by Kellergeist, a German bar offering beer, wines, and craft cocktails. Now located at 300 First Avenue South, where they have a outdoor brigantine or addition in their indoor pub. Again, if I'm mispronouncing anything, hey, I'm taking night school. I've already signed up. I'm going to take night school for English. So y'all going to have to forgive me if I'm mispronouncing any of these names or locations, because I'm struggling tonight. But
Find Kellergeist on Facebook to see their local event and entertainment schedule. Again, Kellergeist, Kellergeist, Kellergeist. So again, I want to thank y'all all for that third quarter that we just tuned up. This last one here is, before we get going, and we probably have some time here after this song goes off, is a song that I really enjoy. One of the members of the band, one of the late members from Linkin Park, he passed not too long ago, and he was an intricate part of their musical process through their early career. And again, despite his homegoing, I want to appreciate and show appreciation to Linkin Park because their music got me through some times. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, I show appreciation to all music, not just one genre or particular brand of music. So again, with that, we're gonna show this last one, which is, well, it's In the End, Linkin Park. I might end up putting some instrumentals on to just kind of play it out. Yeah. But yeah, we're good.
You're gonna end it after this?
Yeah. Because it's almost 10.
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I'm designed this rhyme to explain
Chester Bennington, man, R.I.P.